Michael Malone tweaked his starting five the other night for Game 4. Monte.
There is no question that threes have been flying in this series for both these teams.
And off we go here in game number 5. Nikola Jokic going to need a huge game from him tonight. There's Murray on a 3, no good. Murray playing just out of his mind the other night. 50 points, trying to single-handedly get them back in the win column. There is Rudy Gobert. Second straight start. Has become a big piece for Denver off the turnover. Here comes Royce O'Neal gliding to the cup to put Utah back in front. Finals.
I mean, it's amazing with Bogdanovic, their second leading scorer, a 20-point a game night, and their best three-point shooter out, what they've been able to do here.
Nikola Jokic. That turnaround jumper is a thing of beauty. Not sure Jokic can do any more than he's already done. 29 points in Game 4. Just an offensive marvel. Drive and kick. Ingles into the corner. This is Mitchell. That's a 3. Here in Denver, hired in 2015, a steady progression to get them to this point. But certainly didn't anticipate a potential first-round exit. Ingles on a 3. And a good shooting start for Utah. Up 4.
And that exceeds Joe Ingles' scoring from the last 2 games combined. He had 2 points in Game 3, did not score in Game 4.
And it's been interesting since Conley has come back. He just hasn't seemed to be into the offense. Has kind of lost his rhythm offensively. Mitchell steps into a deep 3 and buries it. And he's got that look again early in this game. 7-point lead.
Well, Michael Malone made the point to us today that by their numbers, the Jazz had shot 34% on pull-up threes on the season, and they're shooting well over 50% in this series.
Boy, how about the shooting start by Utah?
Malone, he believes that one of the guys who will help set that tone, Monte Morris. Now remember, when Malone moved Morris into the starting lineup in Game 4, the team scored 40 more points than they did in Game 3. Malone says that adjustment worked so well because it gave Denver an extra ball handler on the floor. Plus, the other thing he loves about Morris, he trusts him. This is a player who doesn't turn the ball over and stand. The trust factor big when it comes to the playoffs. Do you like the move?
I do, and especially to get a second pick and roll player in the game. You know, they had that all year with Will Barton, and with him being out, it's been tough. You see Denver now.
And especially the defensive end, a guy like Harris, their best perimeter defender, guy they could have really used in this series against Mitchell. Shot clock down to 5. Jokic steps into an open 3 and buries it. Good start for Jokic. He's got 7. And Denver starting to show a pulse.
Jokic shooting the 3 very well here. Only 31% on the year, but over 40% from 3 here in this series. As Jeremy
all over it, led by our crew chief, Scott Foster. Here comes Murray weaving through the defense. Outside to Jokic as we cross the 7-minute mark in this opening quarter, Game 5, and a do-or-die night for Denver. Jokic, just masterful.
There's not much he can't do. He'll score in the post, he can shoot the 3, he puts it on the floor, and he's probably the best passing big man in the game.
9 points for Jokic. Ingles, let's see what they...
Because, like in this series, Utah's just shot the ball so well.
O'Neal, the fake, wide open splash. Royce O'Neal, the hot hand. That's his first from distance. He's got 8, make it his second 3.
But that's what I'm talking about, is that bad defense. Royce O'Neal, an escape dribble 3. It used to be when somebody closed out hard, you would shot fake and go by them and shoot a mid-range pull-up. Now these guys all have that sidestep, and they still shoot the 3.
O'Neal undrafted, 3rd year in the league out of Baylor. There's Jokic, that's a long 3 over Gobert, and he hits again. Make it 15 for Conley. Sit down early a couple of minutes ago for Utah. Picked up his second personal early in this game. Here comes Ingles, wheeling around a screen, extends to the cup, and he puts it down. Boy, high degree of difficulty against Jeremy Grant, a rugged defender for Denver. And Grant turns it over at the other end. Ingles, transition three, sticks it.
We are
Ingles with 8 points, already a couple of threes. Jokic doubled up outside to Morris. That's a 3-no. Rebound Gobert. So Denver 3 of 5 from three. Utah is 6 of 9 from distance. Come up on the 4-minute mark. Opening quarter, game 5. Clarkson, top 3 bench scorer in the league this season. Little fake, waltzes inside, misses point blank. Clarkson's second leading bench scorer in the postseason behind Lou Williams. Here's Mitchell, little leaner. So Mitchell hit his first 2 threes, has cooled off a little bit since. George Niang and Juwan Morgan have checked in for Utah. There's an open corner jumper for Michael Porter Jr.
The real challenge for him going forward is to get in elite physical condition because the skills are there.
Everyone's talking about Skinny Melo here in the bubble. Skinny Jokic, phenomenal shape on the return. Clarkson on a 3, that won't go, and the rebound by Jokic. So we hit the 3-minute mark. Here's a backdoor cut by Torrey Craig. Coming in off the bench for a second straight game, and again, that passing ability by Jokic, just remarkable.
Well, what people don't realize too, when your center can pass like that, it's such an advantage because not only do we get the layup, but Rudy Gobert is at the 3-point line, so he's not there to block shots.
Soft touch, a little leaner by Niang. 27-year-old in his 4th NBA season. Only 5 points in game 4, but an early contribution here to put Utah back in front. Jokic around his screen. Gobert dislodges Murray to the deck. No foul. 7 to shoot. When Murray had an opening. Jokic over the top of Gobert. And he still hasn't missed.
He is putting on quite a show right now. 4 for 4 from 3. We've seen post moves, drives, passing.
First lead for the Nuggets. Conley, a little bit short on a 3. So Jokic 7 of 7 from the field, including those 4 threes. Porter dribbles himself into trouble. They turn it over. $1:40 to play. Niang left open. No good. Fight for it underneath, and Jokic with his second rebound. Jokic, the bounce inside. No, Craig had a good look at it, then takes a hard fall. Porter off a broken play. Looks like Craig a little bit shaken up underneath.
Yeah, he's having a hard time getting back here.
Clarkson, contact, and he'll shoot a free throw. To have you with us from Orlando, Spiro Ditas, Stan Van Gundy, Rebecca Harlow, our producer Jeff Randolph, and our director Matt Lipp, rest of our terrific TNT crew. Game 5, Denver trying to keep their season alive in a 3-1 series hold to Utah. 7 to shoot. Murray gets the 3. And that puts the Nuggets back in front.
The 3-point shooting has just been phenomenal in this series, and it continues tonight. Both teams with 6 made threes already, and both over 50%.
So Utah turns it.
Well, he's done a lot of his work late in all of these games. If we go back to game 1 that they won in overtime, he did a lot of his work in the 4th quarter there. They try to play a little bit of equal opportunity early in the game, move the ball, but down the stretch, they go almost exclusively to pick and rolls with Murray and Jokic.
So here's Conley checking back into the game with those 2 personals. About a 5-second difference. Shot to game clock. 5 to shoot. Conley to Clarkson. Puts it on the deck. Pull up 3 from the corner as Conley rings the bell. Final seconds. Here comes Jokic. Fires at the horn and he buries it. The basketball maestro from Serbia. 8 of